Hello and welcome back to Mechanica. The sun is about to come up. However, my power bank has reached zero charge a little while ago, in fact. In fact, it only has about 10 hours of power into it for 12 hours of night, which is mildly annoying and means we're going to need to engineer a solution to the problem. I have added 4 more power banks, though, so that should be enough. Oh, hey, here we go. We just kicked over to daytime. Now everything is charging. Insufficient power. Oh, right. It's not getting enough juice to charge. Huh, even that's not providing enough. What's going on there? You're saying insufficient power. You are charging. Oh, because some of these guys want power too. Right, right. Okay. I guess it is prioritizing based on when they were added to the grid? That kind of seems to be it. All right, we're going to have to, like I said, engineer a solution to this whole problem. But to start, we still need to get a few more solar panels up and running just so we can resolve that part of the problem. Let's go ahead and drink some of this stuff. You guys are receiving power again. Good. All right, so what we need is a few more solar panels to start. So those power banks, man, that is really annoying that they made it that way. Obviously, it was so that you would have to engineer solutions, but it doesn't make it less annoying. So I've got 2 ideas. Either we can build a second bank of uh, the power banks here, a bank of power banks. So annoying to call it that, but we can either do that or basically, and figure out some way to set up timing on it so that they're each only providing power for half the night, which will leave them all with some additional charge left over for extra just in case. Or we set up a few more generators and figure out a way to have the generators turn on when the power banks run out of power. And I think that might be the easier solution. It does mean we will have to periodically fill these guys up, but a full tank is supposed to run 48 hours on this, and we only need about 2 hours of power a day. So that will last us a good long while. We'll just have to be careful to, not forget to refill them since they do last so long. So I think that might be my solution. But first, we need more solar panels. What do we need for the solar panels anyway? I'm here bopping around, not thinking about the things I actually need to be thinking about. All right, so we need 6 batteries, 2 screws, 4 copper wire. So I'm going to need a lot of copper. I'm going to need more lithium because I've actually just about run myself out again. So let's boop over to this guy, turn you back on. You, I believe, have... Yeah, you've got plenty of power. I don't need to worry... Oh, wow. I've actually got a whole bunch of this. All right, we'll let that run to refill, but I won't worry about that too much just now. We do need a lot of copper, however. Wow. How is this guy doing? Not great. Like I said, we're probably going to want to, at some point, expand our manufacturing, well, our resource collection at the very least, and production into ingots. But for now, we're getting our basics of the power grid set up. And now that we have a power grid type thing, this will be way easier. I do, like I said, I really wish there was a way to smelt without power node used to direct power lines. Okay, I guess there's those little guys too. We didn't necessarily have to put the poles up. Interesting. But we got switches and stuff, so that'll prove also interesting. Hmm. 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 Anyway, solar panels. Solar panels. 6 batteries, 4 copper wires, 2 screws. Darn, we're 1 short. We should have 1 by now. We got 2. And solar panel. Excellent. Those guys are both out of power, so we're not producing more glass. Interesting that there's no glass in the solar panel. You'd think there would be glass in a solar panel. Let's get you... You snap together... could we snap you together a more reasonable direction? There we go. There we go. Hook you up. Are you providing enough power for something now? No, you're still citing insufficient power. If I turn you on... Okay. So I'm right at the edge of being able to get a couple more of those on the go. So I need at least 2 more solar panels just to get these boys to charge right. Okay. So our main holdback on this at the moment is copper. Where did my copper go? Okay, it's still there. That's weird. All right, you're going as fast as you can. You're doing that. Let's go grab our steel while we wait for some more copper. See, I could just theoretically do one of these little setups, like even just, be wasteful with the solar panels and have that going the whole way, but there's no way for me to do the smelting without having to periodically come by and refill the fuel. Oh, I hear bad robots. I don't know where they are, but they sound like they're getting closer to me. So time to run back and turn these boys on, since I still don't have this whole system set up right. Whoa, that's a lot of them again. Dang it! Dang. There we go. Alright, well, I lost one again. Darn it. I'm really gonna need to get that figured out. Well, maybe I'll just start putting them all on boxes like that. I suppose during the day like this, I can just leave them on. There's no point in turning them off during the day. Here comes a couple more. I wonder if there's like a has power option. Like has external power. Because if I could just have them set up so that they're always on if they have external power. And just shut themselves off when they have to run on batteries. That could be an interesting thing if there's a way to detect that. That's ultimately where the problem with that one would be, is trying to detect that. We'll have to get that guy set up again. Oh, look! That one going down, though, did allow that one to start charging. Where's that one going? That must be one of the yellow ones. They're the only ones that explore like that. The rest of them just beeline for me. Alright. We're not doing too bad here. Oh, there's some of that. One of those. Alright, how are we doing on some of this stuff? Let's see. We need 3 more of these. And then, what do you take? 4 copper wire, 2 screws. I need 2 more copper, which probably has been more than smelted in that interim. There we go. And there's another solar panel. Let's get this bad boy hooked into the grid. Hard to see. There you are. You're hooked up. Beautiful. And now we've got more of them running. Let's go ahead and start charging some of these dudes. While we get our last solar panel on the up and up. And man, that's just going to be running these guys. Alright, let's see. We need more batteries, more copper wire. It's mostly copper that we're after at this point. That'll be enough for the batteries. I do hear that. So let's stand back here and make our batteries. Is that just the one? Okay, just the one. Good. Do. Still working on all this. Alright, so we need 4 more copper. We should probably make our screws. We need 2 of those, right? And then more copper. More copper. I only have half the copper I need here. How's this bad boy doing? Not great, is ultimately where that one is. Like I said, we're definitely going to have to expand that. But with the addition of this power stuff, that'll be easier than it was. We will only have to come back to replace fuel, which we have our little fuel things set up. If we get power to all that, that'll be able to run relatively indefinitely as well. At least as indefinitely as anything with a furnace involved. There's 3. I'm just kind of seeing what that was up there. I know I've looked at that before, but you never know when it changed. They did add these little guys to the models after all. I wonder if there's some way to automate refueling yet. Maybe with a buddy bot? Alright, we got 4. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. And solar panel. We'll go ahead and boop you over into my thing where I want you. I really, like I said, I know I've mentioned this in a bunch of episodes, but I hate how it basically does this backwards from how I would prefer it. Could you please snap that way? There we go. And there we go. And now, we should be able to shut you off, and all of you guys continue to charge. Now, I don't think I'm going to end up with a full charge tonight, since I didn't have... Yeah, see, look at that. I've only got a few hours left. Because, let's see, 6 would be... Yeah, so it's just after 2 now, so I've only got a few hours for some of these things to finish charging. Now, we need to start figuring out how we're going to supplement. So we're going to need another generator at the very least. Because I'm going to need 2 to run the now 10 of those. And then we're going to have to figure out how to set them up. Alright, so let's hook you to here. Now, power bank. What do we got? On charge depleted. Beautiful. All right, so on charge depleted, turn on. When you run out of power, when that power bank runs out of power, I want you turning on. We are going to want a turn off function. Let's hook you up to the same solar panel I've got everything else hooked up to. So that I then go, the other linked object, the solar panel here, on sunlight received, turn off. There we go. That's a solution. If I do that with a few generators, that'll make it so that when this specific power bank runs out of power, which is the first one in the loop, so it's the one that should always be the fullest, then the generator will turn on. And when the sun comes up and the solar panels start generating again, it'll turn off. That's a solution. If I set up like 2 or 3, or if I set up 2 or 3 total generators, that should be enough to run what I've got. That's awesome. That is pretty awesome. All right, so I need another generator, is basically where that goes. So we need, oh, no batteries on this one. So 2 screws, 2 copper wires, 2 plastic. 2 screws, 2 plastic. I just need my 2 copper. Do. 2 copper. Now we got a generator. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And, you know, maybe... Let's see, we can snap you to there. We're going to want a little bit of fuel for you as well. Is that survival? Yes. Alright, so, see, this is another example of I wish it would do these the opposite way. Press E to fill. There we go. Alright. Now I wonder, alright, let's start by hooking you into there. Now I wonder if I can just do this. And go... Nope, those are fuel. Vent listener. No. If you are on... No. Alright, that's not going to work. I was hoping... How do I... Whoop. Hold right-click to delete link. There we go. I was hoping that I could have just told it, hey, if that generator is on, turn on as well, and if that generator is off, turn off as well. But apparently not. Apparently I do have to go the long way with this. So we've got solar panel, if you sunlight receive. Alright, and we got power bank, if the power bank on charge depleted. Alright. So we've got those. We need turn on if the power is depleted, turn off if the sunlight is received. Bam. Bam. Now, theoretically, this should be set up enough that I no longer need to turn these guys off, because they're drawing the power whether or not anything else is going. Now, see, these guys mostly only have half power. So we're going to need to basically wait another day for this to function correctly, which is mildly annoying. But I should hopefully... I want to get one more generator to be on the safe side. I know that's enough to run what's here, but I had one more when I started, and it would have needed the one more generator. And I do want to put that extra one back. Actually, I'd like to put in a few more, but let's see. We need, for this, once again, 2 screws, 2 copper wire, 2 plastic. I'm going to need to grab more steel because I only just have enough steel, and making the 2 screws will use up some of it. So, let's go get our steel. Don't go down there. I want you there. Alright. And we will need... Actually, that's all we need for this. 2 screws, 2 U, 2 plastic. The regular old fuel generator is way easier to make than the solar panels. But the solar panels are basically free power, whereas you have to put fuel in the generators, and it's annoying, and it takes a lot of resources to produce the fuel, etc., etc. Alright. So, we want inventory. Move you down there, please. Snap you to those. We will, in fact, want survival, more fuel, which really should have been put in the toolbar. There we go. Alright, you connect to that one. And connect up there. No, that's not robots I hear. These do produce a very faint noise. And it does have just a little bit of that high pitch to it that makes it sound a tiny bit like the robots, but not super close. But it is enough for me to occasionally go like, wait. Alright, so I need to finish programming this. We need a turn on and a turn off. We need the turn on to be connected to the power banks on charge depleted. You can go back to small. Solar panel gets the on sunlight received. Turn off. There we go. Now, theoretically, after a full day of allowing these guys to charge properly, instead of the weird half-day thing I had, you know, kind of going on because I was adding solar panels, this should no longer need to be turned off. The whole array of these guys. It should now just work. Now, it's not going to entirely tonight. We're going to lose a few as these guys deplete tonight. But once the one that actually had full power depletes, these generators will kick on and it'll turn them back on for the last couple of hours. So that's actually pretty good. And these guys all have some battery power still, so there is that. I am curious. I don't know exactly, but I wonder if the batteries that are in them will recharge when they have power and aren't doing anything. I somehow doubt it. I doubt the maker of the game added that in, but it would be neat. All right, so basically we have that power solution done. So I think that's about all there really is for this update. Was the UI changes, the additions of the power grid, things of that nature. And since it sounds like our lawn service has come by and decided to start doing stuff, this will be a good point to wrap up before they get too loud. So this one's a little short. We'll go back to 7 Days to Die for a bit, but maybe in between this and the next update, I might get a few more of our resource production items like powered via solar panels, things like that, so that, things will hopefully be ready to go the next time we have a major update. But that's going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.